Welcome back to Silver Gamers, the podcast where players 60 and up share stories, laughs, and wisdom from the world of gaming. I'm your host, David. Today we're diving into something fun and a little different. Classic sports games versus modern sports games. From football and basketball to baseball and beyond. How have sports games changed over the years, and which ones bring us the most joy? Let's start with the classics. Many of us remember the early football and baseball games that looked more like blocks bumping into each other, sticks other than actual athletes. Titles like Tecmo Bowl or NBA Jam brought excitement without the need for complicated controls. The focus was on fun, quick action, and easy to learn games. These games were great for gatherings with friends or playing with grandkids because everyone could jump right in. Now compare that to today's sports titles. And by the way, I'd like to introduce a special guest that I have with us today. Her name is Skylar. She's a sophomore in college, and she loves to play these games. I'd like to have her tell a little bit about how she feels about the games of yesterday versus the games today. Hi, Skylar.
Hi, thank you for having me on.
It's great to have you here, Skylar. And talk to our audience a little bit about some of your gaming experience.
So, growing up from kindergarten moving forward, I started playing this game called Minecraft. So, it's been around for a really long time. And I started playing the game with my sister. And even within that game, I've seen, how that has developed over the years.
Great. I remember you as a small child playing Minecraft. And I would always holler in there, hey, you guys play the monster mode. And when you would do it, next thing I would hear would be screaming. Why?
Well, the games, it's very interesting. And I'm sure my grandpa is going to go more into it. But the details and the graphics on more modern games are a lot more extreme and detailed. So, yeah, and especially the sound effects. It feels like the monsters are right there with you in the room, and it was really scary. So that would give us a fright.
Yeah, you guys were young then, and it was just funny to me because I love to see you guys screaming when the monsters started coming. Yeah, today's games are a little bit different. I noticed you like playing that carjacking game. I forget what the name of it is, Skylar.
GTA.
GTA, that's it. And you love playing that particular game. Tell us a little bit about that game.
So, I've been liking to play it more recently, so I'm still a little bit new to it. But the game has a story mode where, along in the game, you're playing a story and you go on missions. So the game is very detailed from the dirt on characters' faces to the places that people go. It's very detailed, much mirroring the modern world. There's even places in GTA where you could actually visit in real life.
Wow. Yeah, I've never really played GTA much. I've watched them play it, and they seem to really enjoy it. And it's a game that's been around for a while. I think GTA is on its maybe fourth or fifth edition, and a lot of people play it. But I can remember, years back playing football, and the football players looked like little sticks. Where today you're playing football, and sometimes my wife will come in and think it's a real football game being played on the screen. Um, there's games like Madden NFL or NBA 2K. They're incredibly detailed, almost like watching live TV broadcast from realistic players, stats to team management, modes. The depth is stunning. But with that realism comes complexity. Sometimes just learning all the controls can feel like a workout. For some players, it's rewarding. For others, it can feel overwhelming.
I definitely agree with that. Even as a younger person myself, I'm not the gamer that I used to play or used to be for sure. And I feel like even just learning the controls, it's a whole other process before you get into actually playing the game. I often find myself in combat games like having to stop the game, read all the controls, and it's just multiple pages of controls. Is that something that you had growing up, Grandpa?
Well, growing up, no, we didn't have all those controls and all that interaction on the screen. You know, it was just right, left, forward, backwards. It wasn't as complex as it is today. But being a silver gamer, 60 and over, most of those games can be played in a mode that will be gratifying to someone just learning. You can always go on learner's mode or whatever to to play at a much slower speed until you get adapt to the actually how to do the controls, because they can become overwhelming, and that's something that I don't want people that I'm talking to become overwhelmed with the fact that they got to learn all these controls and stuff. Even though even learning those controls is good for the brain. It keeps our brain active. It keeps our fingers nimble, and it keeps our mind focused on what we're doing. And then after a while, you're just it just becomes second nature. Don't you think so?
I definitely agree. I think repetition is a very important thing. It takes 30 days to make a habit, so just keep playing the game, but there's always a way to play games at your own speed. Like my grandpa said, I definitely recommend playing in a practice mode. Even younger gamers like myself do that as well. So don't feel like you need to rush or dive into the game. Play it at your own pace, and it's a really good hobby and something to still keep your mind stimulated.
Hey, that's some good stuff there. There's also a middle ground, games that keep the modern polish but aim for simple fun, like the Mario sports titles or arcade style collections. Bring back that pick up and play enemies while still giving us a taste of today's technology. There's great. These are great when you just want to relax, laugh, and enjoy sports without needing to memorize a 200-page playbook. And that's what it feels like sometimes, when you're playing NFL today, that you got to. I mean, it can be overwhelming. But you can go back to some of these other games. The other day, I was playing Miss Pac-Man on the Xbox, which was is a great classic game. Remember playing Pac-Man, Skylar?
I do. Games like that can be pretty fun because it's still a game, you have one mission, but it doesn't have all these like multiple side quests, multiple buttons. It's just a game you can play and get right into. So, yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. So whether you're relaxing, re, excuse me, whether you're reliving the old days with Tecmo Bowl, diving deep into the strategy of Madden, or enjoying a fun round of Mario Tennis with your grandkids, sports games offer something for everyone. That's what makes gaming so special. It brings people together, and that's the big part. It brings you together. I enjoy when my grandkids come and I can watch them play. Like last night, we were playing something, a game, and my younger granddaughter, she got the hang of it real quick, and took me a few minutes, and I finally figured it out. But it's being together and the camaraderie that it provides, no matter the era or the skill level. Thanks for joining me on episode 5 of Silver Gamers. If you have any thoughts or memories about your favorite sports games, please post them in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep playing, keep laughing, and keep gaming.